morning, mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So, this episode, it's really about those final optimizations. So, first thing I want to do, I want to get rid of this belt that does nothing. Because we're no longer moving uranium ammo around the base. It's now dedicated into, we've moved completely to lasers. So I can get rid of that belt. It's going to all go to storage eventually. Eventually, I'll probably end up using it all. Hang on, there's a splitter in there. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Splitter and wall and gun turrets can all go away. These can go away as well. Yep. Okay. Which also means that wall can go away because we've got a new wall out here that is hooked up with, we'll put that there. It is hooked up with lasers and roboports. It doesn't actually have like a wall, but let's be honest, we probably don't need a wall. So yeah, the robots can pick up all that stuff. We don't need any of that anymore. Those two can go away as well. Whilst I've got... Oh, I've still got 1,000 construction pods left. Whilst we've still got 1,000 construction pods, we're going to bring this up and we're going to change this to get rid of power poles. Because I want to remove all the power poles in my oil build. Now, lots of builds don't matter. Because lots of builds, they turn off eventually. Oil, due to the way Factorio works, pipes never turn off, is probably the best way to explain it. So, okay. The biggest limitation to your factory is always going to be your UPS, how slow you want the game to run. Because I don't really want to play a slideshow, because I've done that enough. I've done more than my fair share of bases at 15 UPS, which I was quite happy to play. I'm not happy to record at 15 UPS, don't get me wrong, but I've been happy to play bases at 15 UPS. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that anything that can be turned off is turned off. Now, belts are fine, because really they have negligible impact. Inserters, once they're doing nothing, like all these inserters doing solid fuel, they're doing nothing, they're basically off. Each one of these chemical plants, not so much. They're still being calculated even if they're sitting there idle. Every one of these pipes is being calculated even if it's idle. So I want to go through and anywhere I can improve things, upgrade things, optimize things. That's exactly what I want to do. I'm going to need more cracking. That's going to be one problem. In fact, I probably need to completely redo heavy to light cracking because I'm going to have problems getting all the beacons in here. That was slightly important power pole. Yeah, that belt's got to go. The reason I've turned my bots off is because I just don't want this crap in my inventory. Sorry, wrong button. Yeah, I don't want this crap in my inventory, wherever possible. So if I turn off my personal bots, the base bots get to deal with it. And in theory, I'm going to set up recycling, so it'll all get recycled anyway. In theory. Whether we get to that this episode or not, I don't know. Okay, so that's that done. We still have a solid fuel. No, let's do lubricant next. We're not requesting in productivity modules, so I need to start requesting those in to prop mod these guys. Put one in there. Get rid of that power pole. Oh, it was another really important power pole. That one there, that one there. Unfortunately, I'm now going to pull up this one. Just substation. Substation. That power pole can go. That power pole can go. This whole build can go. I do have to be a little bit cautious because I do have wire conditions running through some of these power poles, so I can't remove all of them indiscriminately. That can go. We'll just put down a substation there. Ooh, like that one. Yeah, Control Z for the win. Okay, so with that gone, we'll just put one down there, and then we'll work out some ratio-y stuff in a second. I need to finish putting these guys in. That water pipe. Can I move that water pipe? No. No, I cannot move that water pipe. Can I move that? Yes, I can. Yeah, that'll now get beacon coverage there instead. It's not going to have perfect beacon coverage, but it should be good enough. You're not even plugged into you. Okay. Good one, JD. I don't need that, do I? No. I can't get that there because of this heavy. It's fine. It's fine. I guess I'm going to put one there. Okay. Alright. So you are going to do solid fuel from light. I'm going to put prod mods in that. I'm also going to put prod mods in the lube machine. I'm going to copy that one, paste it there instead. That way it comes pretty quick with prod mods. We're going to beacon the crap out of one of these guys. So that should be max beacon coverage. I need some pipes. And an underground there, and underground there. Do I not have pipes on me? I do not have pipes on me, it seems. Okay. You two can move over. So that looks like a complete build. If I then put that there. It just needs output, which should be easy enough. That'll come into there and out to there. And in theory, I can duplicate this as... Ooh, beacons don't line up. Okay, why don't the beacons line up? I think I need a one tile space. No, they still don't line up. What have I done wrong? Oh, okay, because I moved that lot over, I need to move all of this over one tile. Okay. Now... Haha. Oh. Blueprint, 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 blueprint. Okay. I didn't incorporate power into the build, which was probably a mistake. Sorry, we'll put in power after the fact. We'll put a roboport here. And output. So that's our output. It is going to be on one side of the belt, so we're going to have to correct that in some way, shape, or form. But first off, we need to work out roughly, just roughly, how many of these we're going to need. Oh, no, because this is the main base, so we need a fair bit. Because eventually the solid fuel is going to be running not so much power, but it'll be running, it's going to run rocket fuel, it's going to run nuclear fuel, it's going to run the smelters. Although I might swap the smelters over to a module build, which is electric furnaces, which then means slightly lower UPS again. Plus it's got to run the actual rocket silo. But let's just start with max rate calculator. We're making 29 per second, so that's more than half a belt's worth. How many is that? 25 per second. So we're going to run 25 per second. Okay, so if I'm doing 25 per second, you're loading on the top side of the belt. I need to get to the bottom side of the belt. Oh, nope. I need you to underground into here. I need you to go there. You're going to go top side, top side, top side. Hang on. You and you disappear. Does that help me at all? Not really. Yes, that works fine. Okay. We'll go back to pasting one of these, two of these. Hook up our power outside the build, obviously. Yeah, things are tight. Okay, so we can see this one's loading on the top side of the belt. This one's coming down under and now loading the bottom side of the belt. I didn't look at pipe throughput. Pipes are annoying. They're only using 200. That's fine. Okay, so that's 6. 1, 2, 3. No. Out of map view. 1, 2, 3. Nope, you don't line up. Okay, never copy the first one. Okay, I'm just going to copy that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lane swap. Okay, done. Done and dusted. Alright, so this is our solid fuel build. It's now been rebuilt. It should do a full blue belt worth of solid fuel. Not that we need that much, but you know. We are planning a Megabase, so a little bit of overkill never hurt anybody. We're going to bring that in there. Zigzag this around. Because I couldn't line everything up right square one, but that's fine. It's all inside robot range. They'll take care of it. That's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. Alright. This one. And this one. Okay, so batteries. I just made a big fat battery build. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't really care. But now we need something a little bit more efficient. At the same time, I need to do the same sort of thing with sulfuric acid. Which I didn't leave myself a lot of room for. Okay. Sulfuric acid is going up through all these builds across for uranium mining. Yes. Now this is the only place I'm going to be mining uranium, so that's perfectly fine. Explosives is already done, but I can straighten out this belt and give myself a little bit more room. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pump in there because I'm about to waste all this sulfur or all this acid. Well, that didn't take long. Are you actually draining? Oh, you are actually draining. So we're just going to pump what we can into the pipes because I'm going to be deleting this whole thing in a second. That's going to end up somewhere around about blue circuits. Yeah, it's pretty full. That'd be some pretty full pipes. 7K. Okay, that's all we managed to get out of it. Okay. That can go away as well. Like I said, I just wasted a few thousand petroleum and well, a few thousand acid, which cost a few thousand petroleum. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away, please. No, I'm going to keep the personalized defensive stuff on me. We do have blasting caps now, so I can also reconfigure this water. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, you are water. Into something. No idea. No idea where that came from. This water is the acid water. So that one can go away. Okay, that can go away as well. That can go away. That's the acid pipe we need to keep connected eventually. You are the new explosives build. They're going to end up in my inventory, unfortunately. You know what? I can live without train track for just a moment. And maybe not 250 signals. There's probably lots of other things I can get rid of. Yeah, there's a fair bit. Okay. So now that's done. I need to bring... I really want to tap into this pipe for our acid. And I'd really like to try and fit it into this sort of area again. Maybe this belt will end up... Yeah, actually, I'm dead set. Dead set, JD. Just rip that up, because it's going to get in your way, that's for sure. Alright! I've gone, I've configured, I've reconfigured. Let's try to get this built. Alright, so I want a chem player. You're going to do acid. And then I want a beacon, because the beacons change the ratios. Fairly significantly, actually. So if we remember, our original ratio for sulfur to acid was 2.5 sulfur machines to 1 acid machine. That didn't work. So we need 2.5 of these for 1 of these. I think the ratio is going to be changed to the exact opposite, actually. Or close enough to. But we'll build everything and we'll confirm. Come on. I need some beacons, guys. Deliver the beacons. I'm not in the Logi network anyway. Never mind. Alright. So, on a per second basis, we're making... No. Try again, JD. Put that in there. Put that in there. Okay. Now we're making 17 per second. And this guy needs 32 per second. So 17 doubled is... What's that? 34. And this only needs 32. So we go to a 2-to-1, which simplifies things slightly. It also really complicates things because that's a lot of items to get out of one machine and into another machine every second. A single stack inserter, if you're going box to box, would move that amount of material. But trying to get an output box from this one to an input box of that one is difficult. But that's probably where we should start. So let's see whether we can do output, input. So let's start with that. that's what we're going to start things with. Put all our bacons in plate. Nope, that didn't reach. There. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's square, square. All right. I want to power these guys up. So you have a crafting speed of 6.55. You have a crafting speed of 6.55. When this is built, we'll find out what his crafting speed is. If they're still 6.55, we should be fine. Should be. Should. Can I have some deliveries, please? And some taketh awayeth? Please? Come on. Yeah, I'm really curious where that other water pipe went. That one's for oil. That one is for both heavy and light cracking. Okay. Okay. Speed module ahoy. Let's make it 30 beacons with 150 speed modules and 50 prop mods should be heaps. Just so I can get stuff built and picked up and put down faster. Because like, until these speed modules end up in this build, we can't really go any further. Okay. 6.55, 6.55, and 6.55. So if I put a chest there and a chest there, and then cap you to absolutely nothing and absolutely nothing, just so it's a pass-through chest, we should be good. And if we run max rate calculator over the whole lot, it says we're slightly above on sulfur machines. But the other important thing it's going to tell us is we need 1,000 water per second. And a pump, if you remember an offshore pump, does 1,200 water per second. So yeah, this is the point where we're going to use a few little explosives, and we're going to have a water pump and a water pump indirectly. Unfortunately, I don't know whether they'll fit. Okay, let's get rid of that. It's a slight boom. If I put that in there, and then I'll landfill back over the top, will you fit? Oh, you will fit. So I've dug a hole, I've put a water pump in, I've then landfilled it back in to put this guy back. The other question is, can I get a pipe to a pipe to underground? Ooh. So that means I'm going to have to bring in petroleum from above. Because this beacon's in the way. I can't get the extra distance I need. Okay, but we've got a build. We've got a plan. We've got an idea. Alright. So all of that crap can go away. That can go away. You can get cut. Because you're now part of the master plan. So I put that there. Acid's going to come out at the bottom. Acid's there and there. Oh, screenshot machine. Come on, go, go, go. Screenshot done. Okay. Okay, there to there. You've got to be picked up. We're gonna just put a little bit of explosives in here. Just a little bit there as well. We're going to put that down. We're going to put that down. According to this, I do not have a water pump in stock. I did have one. Oh, it's on its way. Okay, it's fine. A base spot went and picked it up. That can go away. We want that and that. I need another little boom here. And you can't stand too close to the water because players cannot stand in water. Really important thing to know. Players cannot swim. And if you happen to be standing too close to that water when it goes off, you end up drowning. With a player was killed instantly. It's good to know. So I'm going to do this. Yes. That'll hook up that one. This one will realign in a second. Or no, I can't be bothered moving the whole build down to line it up with this. Okay, so that's done, that's done. We can now landfill everything. We can put that beacon back there. Everybody's got their water, they're happy. You need iron. Okay, iron. Can we do that? How much iron do you want? 6. We can do that. So if I put that there, and then I get a substation there and there, and hook it back into mains somewhere, I don't need that signal wire anymore. Yeah. Okay, so that can go away, that can go away. That can go away. Okay, so if I then bring in iron in the front, we're now making acid, a lot of acid. In fact, I have no idea what the old build did. Actually, fluids. No, that one. Over 10-minute graph. 1 hour graph. So at peak, we were doing 5k. Well, we already did 3.6 and then maxed out the pipe. Yeah, I'll have to... Actually, I could probably put it right there. There we go. Production stat, fluids. 24k. Yeah. Big difference. Okay. And then we'll run this along. Run that up to there, that up to there. Okay, so that's that done. I need to hook up power, hook up explosives. Power, explosives, and then a battery build. And I'm going to end the episode here because I keep trying to sneeze and not sneezing, and I'm sick of it. So I'm going to end the episode here. I'll do the batteries off screen. It's going to be you make batteries, iron copper across the top, output on the bottom. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.